Hey, it's time again for Wednesday in the Word with Wade. I want to share a thought with you today, and this is actually a thought dealing with grief. It seems like in the last few days, and as a matter of fact, I don't know, maybe the last not even a couple of weeks or whatever, but I've been hit with a lot of people going through different, very difficult situations in their life. Now, a lot of these situations that they're facing are not necessarily all the same situation, but actually but yet the level of difficulty is very similar. And that's talking about grief, dealing with grief. Grief can come at a loss of something. It can be a loss of a job. It can be a loss of a family member. It can be a loss of, or of a marriage or a friendship. All those add up together that sometimes people have grief in their life. And of course, one of the most familiar stories in the Bible dealing with grief was actually Job. Now, reading the scripture in Job chapter 1, here's kind of the way this happens. It starts in the 13th verse and it starts going down through there. And the first messenger comes in and said, "Hey, man, you've lost all of your sheep. That this has happened." Then the next one comes in and says, "Well, you've lost all of your camels. All of this has happened." Then it comes in a messenger right after that and said, "Hey, a tent has fell in and your children died in that tent." And so the all of the possessions that he had and all of these different things, even the loss of his children, all had just, bang, just quick as one finished, another one spoke, and another one spoke. And really what got me to thinking about this, a friend of mine, his in-laws, their house had burned, and I sent him a message, wondering what age they were, because I know my friend, he's in his 50s, so right about 50, I think, someone else. So, his in-laws, more than likely in their 70s, somewhere in there, or maybe close to 80s. And you realize maybe they lived in this house for a long time. How devastating would that be? Well, I've been in situations where other families have had that, where they've lost everything in a fire, and that's extremely devastating, because when this happens, many times, especially when they just get out themselves, all of those family heirlooms are gone, and it's even worse sometimes when the flooding. We see the flooding in Louisiana. This has happened. They have to go back, and here you have your memories. They're ruined. You can't use them for anything. That's a very difficult time. Now, the scripture says in Job chapter 1, though, verse 20, "Then Job arose and rent his mantle towards mantle, and he shaved his head, fell down upon the ground." And here's the key. Notice this. The next two words, "and worshiped." Yeah. "And said, Naked I came in from my mother's womb, naked shall I return thither. And the Lord gave, and the Lord hath taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." Wow. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Verse 22, "In all this, Job sinned not, nor charged God foolishly." Boy, what a word that we have for us today, is to recognize bad things happen sometimes to good people. Difficult situations come to good people, and we many times question God. Why am I in this spot now? Why am I in this time right now? Why is this so difficult? And a lot of times we blame God foolishly. Now, Job blamed God. Maybe the end result might have been different. But if you remember what happened, Job had everything replaced more than what he had the first time. Job couldn't see at the moment, because he said, notice what he said, "Naked came I from my mother's womb." That's how I'll go back. I didn't come in with everything, all this or whatever, so I'll probably return that way. In my lifetime, I've experienced losing a sibling, my brother, losing a parent, my father, losing a very best friend, a couple of good friends. As a matter of fact, one when I was a teenager, in his early 20s, actually, he was attributed with cancer in his teenager, and before his early 20s has already gone. And different ones during the years that were very close to me, that friends have gone to be with the Lord. But I'm also encouraged to recognize that God's bigger than all the present situations. And no matter what you're going through today, and hopefully I'm speaking to somebody particular, our power is in our praise. Here's what he said. He worshiped. That's what it said. He blessed the name of the Lord. He praised God through all of that. There is the key right there. Power of praise brings joy into your life, and joy brings strength. I want to just give that thought to you today. Think about it. No matter what we go through, no matter what difficult we're facing, Blessed be the name of the Lord, and don't blame God for the bad things many times we bring upon ourselves. Hey, that's Wednesday in the Word with Wade. Thanks for tuning in with me. I'll share this one thought. If you're around the Calico Rock Sunday morning, this coming Sunday morning, September the 6th, 10:30 a.m., my good buddy Jeff Stice is going to be there doing the service for us that Sunday morning. So come out and be with us if you can. 10:30 Sunday morning, New Hope Christian Fellowship. God bless.